to become a comedian. Comedian rule 101, never look at your mobile phone to remind you of what material you have for your set. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to look at my phone. There we go. So, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I have a mild form of Asperger's syndrome and all that. Now I know what you're all thinking. Oh, he's a bit pedantic, isn't he, about what he says? Well, autism is like being pedantic, except just not as friendly. And I know what you're all thinking. He's a bit pedantic about his autism now, isn't he? Well, I'm the best of both worlds. I'm a bit pedantic and a bit autistic. Oh, God. It's no wonder why I'm in trouble. But no, I tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be one of those autistic people that rambles on and on and on and on for the next 3 hours. Now, if you'll excuse me, let me tell you what I like. For the next 6 hours. But no, a lot of people say people with autism tend to go into too much detail. You know, when they give answers to certain questions. Without even knowing it. So I'll give you an example of how I made this mistake. I was walking in the field one day when a hot air balloon comes down. Bloke in the chat, oi, oi, oi. I said, yes, can I help you, sir? He says, you most certainly can, young man. Can you tell me where I am? I said, of course I can, mate. You're 157 degrees facing north at approximately 1 hour and 57 minutes. You are 218 degrees facing south at approximately 2 hours and 17 minutes. You are 2,000 centimetres above sea level, and I'd say up until about 10 minutes ago you were hovering at 3,000 feet off the ground. He says, thank you very much, young man. Are you autistic by any chance? I said, I am, but how did you know that? He says, well, you've given me loads of information that's bound to be correct. You presented it to me in a way that is not helpful at all. And I'm no closer to solving the problem that I'm currently in. All right, I said. Are you a clinical therapist by any chance? He says, I am, but how did you know that? Well, let's see. You don't know where you are. You don't know where you're going. You're no closer to solving the problem you found yourself in 5 minutes ago. You immediately put labels on people after they've answered questions that you went through the trouble of asking, and yet you've jumped to the conclusion that it's somehow all of my fault. I mean, it's unbelievable, the stuff you put up with nowadays. But that's what you get with me, because I'm just a great guy. It's just a shame I don't have many great things happening to me. But now on to our first act for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got quite a interesting card for you. Just getting my notes out so I can introduce you to everyone, Cheers. I'm prepared.